Yesterday was a wild day for this channel, and I have never seen anything like it before in the 2 years that I have been doing YouTube. Now, I am no stranger to attacks on this channel when it comes to videos being removed, subscribers being removed, likes being removed, and comments being removed. I have seen it all, but yesterday, one video had been targeted in a way that I have never seen before. It's this video right here. Shocking Trump rally shooting suspect in a commercial. It seemed like every little word was triggering their censor bots. Everybody knows that I like to be in the comment section of my videos. I like to be very active in the comment section, so I was replying to comments. I must have received about 5 or 6 comments within seconds of each other, and I was replying to these comments. All of them were deleted back to back. I even had to leave a pinned comment on that video saying, YouTube is deleting comments left and right on this video like I've never seen before. Please comment as much as possible to counter this. And many of you had said you noticed this as well. As you were trying to leave a comment on that video, they were either being deleted or YouTube would not allow you to comment. I was back and forth as to whether or not I should reach out to YouTube tech support, because generally if you have a problem with your channel, they'll run a diagnostic test. Luckily, I had taken a screenshot of this because I had held off until I started receiving errors trying to leave a comment on my own video. I received what is called a returned error trying to leave a pinned comment on the same exact video, and I have never received anything like this before. There had to have been about 200 comments deleted, if not more. Yes, I have seen comments being deleted from other videos, but there would be around like 5 to 10 comments deleted per those videos. But this time, YouTube went absolutely overboard. So I reached out to YouTube tech support because, like I said, what they'll do in these situations, they will send it off to a specialist to run a diagnostic check on the channel to see if there might be any glitches or bugs that are affecting the channel. Even with the screenshot in hand showing I was getting this error, YouTube tech support just brushed me off, which has never happened before. The person reviewing the channel said I was getting comments, and that was that. I said, yes, I'm getting comments, but many more are being deleted rather quickly. They said, everything's fine, you're getting comments, leave it alone. So because I did not like this answer, I reached out to a second person, and still, yet again, I was brushed off. You're getting comments, leave it alone. Even though I have had my problems with YouTube in the past, if tech support could not figure it out, they would always give the case off to a specialist who would run a test. This time, YouTube tech support did not want to get involved whatsoever. It is clear as day that YouTube is heavily monitoring and censoring these channels that talk outside the narrative when it comes to what happened at this rally. Anybody that's questioning what took place at this rally are being monitored. The bots are picking up on any little keyword and outright deleting comments. They were not even monitoring and censoring my Beauvais Island videos like they are with these Trump rally videos. And we uncovered a lot of information when it came to those Beauvais Island videos. YouTube is and always will be very censorship heavy, but I have never seen anything like the past couple days. With this level of censorship and monitoring, I foresee channels being banned. Any channel that questions the original narrative of what took place at this rally. Right now, it's very early, but I do believe in the next few weeks, if not a month, anybody who questions what took place at this rally will be banned. Because there is just so much that had taken place on the 13th, so many questions, so many things that do not add up, that the only thing that they can do to contain everything that's happening, contain all these questions, is to now start banning people from speaking out, like they did with the C-19. Even the narrative behind the man Thomas Matthew Crooks, the man who supposedly fired the shots at Trump's rally, is starting to change. It's starting to slowly change. We were starting to hear the same old BS from people he went to high school with. Even though the man is 20 and finished high school about 2 years ago, they were interviewing people he went to high school with. Those people were given the same old responses when it comes to people involved in these very bizarre events. He was a loner who was bullied. He was bullied over his clothes. He was shy. He was quiet. He sat by himself during lunch. He had absolutely no friends whatsoever. Yet the narrative on Thomas Crooks is starting to slowly change. People in his high school knew him as an intelligent student who had a few friends, but who never exhibited any glaring red flags. I thought he was a bullied loner that sat by himself during lunch, but anyway, the nursing home where he had a job helping with meals said his work gave its staff no reason for concern. In all these stories where people cause these horrific events, you will find that there will always be these red flags that circle around these people. Oh, they were anti-this, they were anti-that. They spoke about this, they spoke about that. They were a pot boiling over, ready to explode at any moment. We ignored all the red flags. Yet, when it comes to Thomas Crooks, they cannot find anything on this man. They cannot find any red flags. So it seems like they were late in building up this perfect story. Something went wrong, something got mixed up. I still do believe they mixed up Maxwell Yearick and this man, Thomas Matthew Crooks. They were building up the perfect story for Maxwell Yearick. They said he was an anti-Trump protester who was previously arrested at a Trump rally for assault. He also has other history of assault during other rallies protesting Trump. Maxwell Yearick was supposedly being monitored. What tops everything else off is the fact there is a photo of Maxwell Yearick deceased with a bullet wound grazing his face. He is also wearing a gray shirt in that photo. That person lying prone on the roof ready to fire at Trump does not look like Thomas Crooks. He looks more like Maxwell Yearick. This person on the right lying prone ready to take the shot has a mustache that is similar to the outline of the mustache to Maxwell Yearick on the left. How can anybody not see this? This person lying prone ready to take the shot on the roof is clearly Maxwell Yearick. This is the photo of Thomas Matthew Crooks that news and media are circulating, saying this is Thomas Crooks at the rally prior to him getting on the roof and taking the shot at Trump. But if you look at his upper lip, you can barely make out a mustache. Yet, take a look at the photo of the person lying prone on the roof. You can make out a mustache. That mustache is thick, it's luxurious. Looking at Maxwell Yearick's photo, look at his stubble. This is the kind of mustache that would grow on Maxwell Yearick's face. Something is very, very wrong with this picture here. The person lying prone on the roof, he looks taller, he looks thinner. Thomas Matthew Crooks, he looks shorter, he looks stockier. Even his hair is similar to Maxwell Yearick. I am telling you right now, and I'm calling this right now, they have both of these men mixed up when it comes to this narrative. What really screwed them up is when they said they ran blood tests on the suspect, and what came back was Thomas Crooks. They are so deep into this now, they are scrambling to put a narrative together for Thomas Crooks, who I believe they were going to use in another false flag event. Towards the end of the election, they were probably going to use Thomas Crooks for a school pow-pow event, if you know what I mean, and the whole narrative has now just gotten mixed up. Thomas Crooks' whole MO looks like it was put together, looks like it was built for somebody taking their revenge, their anger out on a school. Thomas Crooks, this bullied loner who sat by himself during lunch because he wore the wrong clothes, his background does not connect with him one day taking out the President of the United States. They know it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. They know they messed up. So now they have to target these channels, they have to target people who are now asking questions. Major news channels are now warning the public about conspiracy theories and misinformation when it comes to Trump's rally. Where have we seen this before? They are trying to stop us from speaking out and asking questions, while at the same time they work on building up this narrative. There were people in my previous video in the comment section of that previous video saying they did not use Maxwell Yearick this time because they already used Maxwell Yearick in a previous event back in 2017. But the event they used him for was an anti-Trump agenda. They were building him up. They even have Maxwell Yearick's death photo floating online, where it looks like he was indeed taken out by a sniper. Even the ears of that person in that photo matches Maxwell Yearick. Some will say that, well, the person that was seen lying prone, ready to fire at Trump, was wearing glasses. Maxwell Yearick was also seen wearing glasses in photos. Like I said, I just have the strongest feeling these two men were going to be used in two different agendas, and they mixed them up. Even the weapon Thomas Matthew Crooks used during the rally is a weapon you always hear used in a school pow-pow. An AR. Well, how did he afford the AR? How did he get it? His father gave it to him. This is the exact same narrative they used in all these previous school pow-pow events. If there was indeed a school event involving Thomas Matthew Crooks, they were possibly saving him for the October surprise, where something always happens in the October election cycle to shake up the votes. News and media ran articles where Maxwell Yearick was indeed the suspect behind the incident that took place at Trump's rally, and then they started to scrub those articles, but some have been left over. We have not even spoken yet about the other questions we have when it comes to the events that took place at Trump's rally.
We're doing the job. I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful places, the gorgeous ocean, the Mediterranean.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Where? Right there, see him? He's laying down. See him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And still I'm here with you fighting cartel to get a Senate.
What's happening? Yeah, look. There he is.
Because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people. Criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here.
Right on the roof.
It's much tougher than it.
Now, even though they said Thomas Matthew Crooks was quiet, he had a very little social media presence, he had never spoken to anybody about his political affiliation or practically anything, now there are people coming out and speaking on his behalf, saying he was definitely a conservative. What? What? This looks like a Build-A-Bear narrative. They are building this agenda. They are building this narrative as they go along. So this man went from being a bullied loner who spoke to nobody, had little social media presence, they can't find any information on this man, what he believed, to now he was a conservative who was intelligent and had a few friends. A former classmate, and I wonder why they keep using classmates. Nothing about this makes sense. Couldn't they interview somebody from his place of work? But anyway, a former classmate of the 20-year-old man who tried unsuccessfully to end the life of former President Donald Trump at a Pennsylvania rally on Saturday recalled him being staunchly to the right of the political spectrum. Now, in every school pow pow event that had taken place, you will find that the people behind these events, these school pow pow events, they always lean conservative. When the information came out about Nick Cruz, they found out that he had a MAGA hat, that he leaned conservative. So now, out of nowhere, they found the one person to say that Thomas Matthew Crooks was a staunch conservative. The other person whose name appeared in this incident, Maxwell Yearick, was a staunch liberal. He assaulted somebody while he was protesting Trump because that other person defended Trump. So who sounds more likely to pow pow Trump? The now staunch conservative or the staunch liberal? I am telling you, they have these men mixed up accidentally. This classmate, Max R. Smith, says he definitely was conservative. It makes me wonder why he would carry out an attempt on a conservative candidate's life. Smith shared an American history class with Crooks and remembered a mock debate where their teacher made students stand on one side of the classroom or another to signal their allegiance. The majority of the class were on the liberal side, but Tom, no matter what, always stood his ground on the conservative side. So you can see Thomas Crook, his history of his red flags involved him being different in school. What we always see with these people who carry out these school pow pow events. His history was built up as an agenda for a school pow pow, not a political pow pow event. This is absolutely wild. This is absolutely crazy. And the rabbit hole keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper. And deeper that we go, the more nothing makes sense. The more questions we have. And the more questions we have, there will be more censorship. We are going to see more and more news and media creating videos, articles, pushing back conspiracy theorists, quote unquote conspiracy theorists. How there's all this misinformation spreading online. How there's all these people on different platforms pushing this misinformation when it comes to what took place at Trump's rally, even though we have yet to be given a straight answer. Everything they have shown us, everything that was captured on video, makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And now in today's world, if you were to ask any questions to what makes no sense whatsoever, why something makes no sense whatsoever, you are now labeled a conspiracy theorist. To people who are creating this content, stay safe out there because they are targeting our channels left and right. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, Please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.